everybody.
Hi, Stream.
Hi, Stream.
Hello. Let's get this party started. Light this candle as it were. Eat these tacos. Taco.
All right, Stream. Where we last left off, they had just went into another dreamscape and find themselves inside of a drug den from the dream planes. Upon entering, besides being overwhelmed by the smell a uh, of a chemical like smell that they haven't smelled before, possibly a drug that comes from the dreamlands and opium. When entering, the a night hag adorned in jewelry and finery approached Farron, seeing him as someone who is not part of her retinue, and informs them that assassins have attempted to kill her over the last 3 weeks, including a man she described as Hasterton Lowndes. They are coming here to get her uh, Heartstone, which is what gives night hags their special powers. He agreed to turn it over, although being a bit hesitant from his sense motives to do so if they can find out which of her three closest people is the possible assassin. She pointed to her right hand woman, known as Eminetta.
That's who it was. She's
She
way too
points-
pale to be a good guy.
She points to her visor, known as Dolteth, a man who definitely looks like of the magical persuasion, and last a dancer that she's had part of her retinue for the past like 6 years.
Too obvious. It has to be Amanetta.
Yes, though my suspicions are she's doing it through another person.
Do not. She advised the groups to do not interrogate any of them out in the open in front of the others, as it could cause the assassin to become more shut off and unable to reveal their secret to them. So she offered her own private room, which is this room here, as a place to bring in each of the people they want to speak to. And no more than one at a time.
You, Amanetta, to the room. Immediately.
Eminetta looks at Ryzen and then to Quavanadra, who is the name of the night hag, and then shrugs, heading towards the room here.
And I just look at Itchy and go ahead, take care of this. Being the smartest one of the group. I can bite her.
If we do this another day, like if we leave and come back, I can have Zone of Truth ready.
Wait, I think I might have a, hold on. I might have a scroll. Yep, I have Scroll of Zone of Truth. 2 of them, actually.
Well, it looks like that looting came in handy. In the room, lady, why are you still out here?
I think Farron is the highest diplomacy, right?
I don't know. You intimidate. I'll guard the door.
Mr. Big Hat, how big is your diplomacy?
How large is a diplomacy?
If I were to rate it... Wait, hold on. I'm looking for it. It's not good. I have 0 ranks in it.
I also have 0.
Looks like intimidate instead of whatever the other one is then. I'll close the door.
Well, let's cast the Zone of Truth.
Just call me Frank Sinatra. I'm joking, he sucks. So I guess we all go into the room, or should we have... Actually, I'm going to stay out here, since there's another caster, and
Well, you're the only one with any diplomacy.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like,
shouldn't
I'm in
even-
here-
it shouldn't even be necessary. If we cast Zone of Truth, we can just ask her if she did it. And she can't lie. If she did it, she'll say yes.
Listen to Big Hat. Cast that spell. Get this working. I'll guard the door.
I guess that's
excuse
true.
me, Mrs. Amanetta. Why are you on the table or on the rug?
Because
is
it's a place to stand. Plus, the rug is perfectly centered to the floor, so if I need to make a quick turn, the rug will not pull out from underneath my feet, which causes me to trip and possibly fall into that dresser that's over there.
Huh.
It
That was
seems
oddly
that,
specific.
like, in the quick spans of time that she was able to walk in the room, she's already looked at all the details of it. So,
Well-
you wish to speak to me then? Is my lady ambassador suspicious of her best steward?
As all leaders are, they are suspicious of everyone and anyone near them. A good saying is to keep your enemies closer. But are you an enemy?
No, of course not. I'm the one that's been foiling the assassinations from the previous two. The robes of powerlessness gave themselves away by being of the wrong stitch that my ambassador usually wears. And this bearded man with the glasses, he used invisibility to get up close. Luckily, I pulled the ambassador away before her neck was cut, and all she did was lose her stone. You can roll a sense motive. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know he actually cast that yet.
Well, hold on. I haven't casted anything. I was going to
We
wait for a
should.
specific question. Unless I
No,
should
it
just...
lasts a while.
Oh, okay, then. Well, Amanetta,
I was just curious what I'll get.
we are here with a purpose to find out the truth. Now you may speak it before us, or pay the price. As I pull out the scroll and snap my fingers, a scroll of Zone of Truth is used.
Give me a
So
second.
you're saying...
You got the vestments on, which is basically allows you to cast this as a normal spell. I just need to figure out what level it, but I can't. It's not coming up. There it goes. All right, it is a level 1 cleric paladin spell, so I need you to roll a use magic device.
Watch, it's
Or
going to
just
be a
give
negative
it-
1.
You can give it to me and I can
Yeah,
cast it.
I was gonna say I'll just give it to Farron.
The only thing with him using the vestments is it costs him a level 2 spell, and it doesn't, and he gets to keep the scroll. But again,
Oh, that's right.
this is a dream scroll, so it really doesn't matter. It doesn't actually exist. Your expendables aren't cost here because they're not real. So yeah, you could hand it over to him, and you'd still have it when you wake up.
And he wouldn't have to...
He doesn't have to roll use magic device because it's in his it's part of his spell list.
Well. Okay, I will give it to you, Farron. However, I must cast guidance against you to be safe.
The guidance won't do anything for it.
Well, no. In case anyone casts any spells to, make him drop the Zone of Truth spell, that'll help him roll against it.
No, I won't.
Okay, never mind. You're on your own, Farron.
Farron, if you want to go to your spell list and just roll Zone of Truth, because there is a will save to negate.
And now I just yell out, "Did you do it?"
She looks at Itchy like doesn't even flinch when he suddenly just starts barking at him in, no. She turns to Farron, who's got the Zone of Truth centered on, and goes, "No."
No?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I did not attempt to kill her. I am not the assassin.
All right. Let's bring in the next person for the spell wears off.
Wait.
Before anybody else can, I need everyone to roll a perception. Not Ryzen. Sorry.
Well,
Everyone in
everything
the
that
room.
happened in this other room, I totally
I have
perceived.
perfect perception.
I can smell you.
Let me see real quick.
I'm
There it is.
looking through Hugin's eyes.
Oh yeah. So, Farron and Itchy, as you're standing in there interrogating Amanetta, a new smell suddenly hits your nose, and it smells different than the ambient smell of opium and whatever else this is. It looks like it's coming from the door, and you can see a gas leaking in from underneath the door. You see a small little, like oil lamp, spewing out this blackish smoke,
Ugh,
and it's starting to fill the room.
door farts. All right. Get everyone out.
Does anyone else smell something funny?
We need to
Is
cover
it a
the.
clown burning?
Everyone leave the room.
Yep, Itchy's yelling, everyone get out. And Itchy, just as you pass the door and close it, you hear the shattering of that oil lamp and the hissing of that room becoming entirely filled with some kind of gas.
Where?
You trying to kill us, Ambassador?
What happened? Lady Ambassador, it appears that your room was trapped with some kind of deadly poison. Luckily, these two managed to see it before it completely detonated. It looked like it was made out of a brass and glass lamp, where if it was heated, one side would shatter and then fill the room with the two chemicals mixing together, thus creating the smoke.
Well, I guess the question here is, was it done magically, or was it done via valve or button?
Once the room would be cleared of the gas, Itchy could possibly discover how it's done with his engineering, if it's a mechanical trap.
Fuck it, let's try it.
You give it a couple minutes,
musics.
and you see that the gas had left like a thin black layer across all the furniture in this room. You see with the remnants of the glass and brass vial there on the floor.
And so it was a broken bottle.
No,
With your
string and a
engineering,
stick.
so with your engineering, you realize that it is inside the brass lamp. There is some coals at the bottom heating up of with remnants of a mixture of chemicals that would then bubble up into a glass vial higher up, thus mixing the chemicals together and then causing the gas to leak out.
What he
That
said.
was a really long explanation.
Based on this, you think it is called a burnt author fumes trap.
So only a smart person could have come up with it. So the most obvious person is the dancer. Get your ass in there to be interrogated.
That was the dancer. Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Go ahead, lads. Why you still got a zone of truth?
So Itchy, you guessed that the gas trap was probably activated as soon as the door was open and on a timer to make sure whoever entered the room was fully in the room.
Ah,
So it wasn't done magically or by an outside or by a person triggering it manually. It's all automated.
And it's a shame Hugin doesn't have sense or smell or anything. He might have been able to figure out whose smell was on the door.
You bring in this woman named Kavriki, dressed like a dancer, silks covering, a fanciful headdress, and she seems to look around the room in confusion at all the black dust covering everything.
don't worry, that was just our last person.
Itchy, roll a perception. You've noticed as she was coming into the room, she seemed to pocket something from the nearby dresser with a very quick motion of her hands.
What you got there?
Nothing at all. I don't know what you mean.
Listen, I saw you take it. What the fuck did you grab?
She looks at the two and then sighs, and then from within a hidden pouch underneath her silk gown, she reveals a dart trap. Dart. Yep, a small little tiny it almost looks like a syringe where a pocket of air is rested on one side, which would then pop and shoot a needle. I picked up this. I saw it on my way in.
And you lied about it 'cause you put it there?
To not be suspicious, of course. You can roll sense motive. Is Zone of Truth still active? I don't know if it's still active if you move.
Did Farron? Oh yeah, I guess he left the room. Well, how long does it last?
I don't know.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah, so you see that the way that she's handling in her hand, she's very cautious to not push on the triggering mechanisms as if she has experience in handling the thing.
Why don't you throw that thing over there? Like against the wall. Really hard.
She does, and it harmlessly pops the needle straight up into the ceiling.
So,
I suppose you figured it out then. Yes, it was me. Before you go tell the ambassador about my attempts to assassinate her, let me tell you why I'm trying to. The ambassador's not a nice person as she appears. She's a soul dealer. She grabs souls from those who travel within the dreamlands and sells them on the market. I'm here to stop her from doing that, because it is an abhorrent practice. We cannot let these things continue.
any proof to your claim?
She digs back in her bag once more and tosses a small leather-bound binder onto the floor.
I'm sure everything's just fine in there.
I'm still looking at the magic person suspiciously.
I can't read.
Oh, Farron's right there. He's just been suspiciously quiet.
Sorry, I was eating.
It's not the time to eat.
I realize I'm like, I can't read.
So, Farron, you pick up the binder, unwrapping it. Inside, you see what looks like a ledger. You see different names as well as marks next to them, amounts to the side, and heaps of gems and golds as rewards. You keep turning the pages and you see various different names, people, and even inventory. It's like it's all there. That's her. That's the souls captured. That's the client, and that's the amount. She found that untapped extraplanar bazaars hope to corner the market on this taking of souls, as human souls from the material plane are highly sought out because dreamers aren't so common. So every time one happens to accidentally wander into the dream world, she has her people go capture their souls and then sells them.
I open
People
the door.
People like you.
Open the door and just tell everyone, a moment, gentlemen.
Oh.
Marcellus, pay attention.
I'm here. I'm gonna send the bird over here. Hey, do you like my human bird legs?
Alright, recap all that shit.
I do.
Okay, well, we have one more zone of truth, gentlemen. Should we use it on her?
I don't think we need to. She admitted to us she did it.
Yeah, she admitted she did it, but for reason of slave trade.
Well, no. Not the assassin, the other lady that sent us here in the first place. To find out if she really is that evil.
I have the proof right there.
And realistically, if we wanted to, we could zone of truth her if she's telling the truth. Then she would not be lying to us, so we would already know, and then we wouldn't have to risk pissing off the main person. If we wanted to.
Maybe we need to piss her off and kill her. She's evil.
Well, hold on. What if wasn't she hesitant to give us what we came for here?
That's what Farron noticed, is that she seems to clutch her heartstone a little bit harder when she promised she'd give it to you if you find the assassin. Look, that's the thing you're actually after, and you now have two ways of getting it.
Well,
We could work with the
zone of
assassin.
truth. We could zone a truth to see if she will give us the trinket.
Do you only have one of those?
I have one more left, yes.
Okay.
But that's if we're suspicious of her.
I say we turn on her. Help the dancing lady. Kill her.
The first assassin that we sent with the robes unfortunately failed because Amaretta's keen eye, same idea, stopping the slave trade of the innocent dreamers. The second assassin, I don't know where he came from. He seemed to come out of nowhere like you did, except his intentions were far more nefarious as he did not hesitate to attack her.
She sounds evil.
Sadly, he failed in killing her as the Heartstone was the only thing he was after.
Yes. It's like a list people must find. The Heartstone's on the list is what I mean.
You're after the same thing then.
Yes.
Well, why not let us kill a bird, two birds with one stone? You stop the slave trade, and you get her Heartstone.
Well,
I don't
not
trust
like-
she'll give it to us. So I think we should go with this forehead lady.
She's a dancer.
I'm actually a poisoner.
You don't even know how to dance? Gosh.
Truth in all she's saying.
She does. You don't see any signs of falsehood, and when she speaks of the other assassins plus the opportunity to get what you want and what she wants.
An exotic dancer would never lie.
Mm.
Alright,
Would not be a fight for Hugin, I think. So before we go out there,
I was gonna bring her in here.
I think I'll dismiss Hugin and send him away. Oh wait, can I do that in the dream world?
Yeah.
Okay, Hugin. Goodbye.
So what I'll do, I'll go ahead and leave the room. You call her in as if to expose who the assassin is, and then assassinate.
Are you telling us how to do our job, lady?
Because if she were to come in here while I'm still in here, she may be suspicious that we're working together.
Hmm.
Just let her know that you haven't found or that you've discovered something but need to speak in private or somewhere, something like that.
You don't. Does anyone think it would be suspicious to summon right now?
Why don't we just go out there and kill her?
The other two.
So we'll kill them. We're going to have to kill them too if we kill her in here.
Maybe not. Maybe they'll see the opportunity. But if they're if she calls on them to attack us, they will to protect themselves. But if they'll see, oh, she's dead, then perhaps they'll want to take over. I guess I don't know.
Maybe Itchy can scare them into submission.
I was just
trying
gonna
to
call her in
redu-
here and be like,
All right, just let's do it. Get the show on the road. Call the bitch in.
trying to avoid the amount of casualties. I'm only after one target.
By the way, everyone, just be prepared. It's going to take a moment for me to get something prepared, but I have an idea.
well, we do
The
all that before
ambassador-
she would leave the room, so.
The ambassador looks a little bit suspicious that two of the three people came out of that room without being called an assassin, and she looks to her third one even more suspiciously.
We've something to report to you, Ambassador.
As she makes her way into her room.
Close the door, Itchy. This is quiet time.
Have you found the assassin? Who is trying to kill me?
It is Marcellus.
Huh?
Uh,
Sure. There's nothing stopping you.
Yeah, that was kind of my
oh,
thought. Just
oh,
Yeah, we'll roll for initiative.
yeah, I was just like, we could just bump her right here.
awkward. Hit her in the back of the head, and she looks at you.
All right, so Ryzen takes a swing at her right before she while she's just standing there. Catch her flat-footed. Nope, still don't even hit flat-footed. Well, that's if all four of them attacked. After only the first one's flat-footed. The second one does not crit confirm, and so let's see. How much damage do you actually take? All right, she'll take 21 damage.
Oh, what the fuck?
I told you it was Marcellus. Stop looking at me.
Surprise and agony, the ambassador Queefadandra.
Die, Queef!
Queefy dandruff.
Queefy Dandruff is a terrible name. Even your parents hated you.
I'm looking up spells.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't really help me. Actually, none of these really do. What does this do? No, that doesn't help either. Anyway, alright, she'll just start attacking. Alright, she's gonna swing at Ryzen first with one claw. Damn it, can't see. You will take 8 damage. Eight damage. The second claw will go after Farron. Farron takes 7. And then she'll open her mouth to a huge row of teeth and take a bite at Itchy. And Itchy will take 14 damage. And roll fortitude. You're fine.
Get her, Itchy.
And then 5-foot step. Alright, Itchy.
5-foot step. Give her a good ol' schwacka.
Alright, the 30 will hit for 19.
Touch.
Let's see. Oh yeah, so I'll take both.
That hurt.
Alright, Marcellus.
I stand back and I put my hand up in the air, and a golden glow begins below everyone's feet.
Alright, everyone's hasted. Alright, Ryzen.
Get her, Ryzen.
All right. Yeah, you took my spot. There's a bed here, so I got to go around, and then I attack it.
Alright, I will take one swing at you. I will miss. That is not confirmed.
She still takes that 14, bitch.
Yep. Alright, Farron, can you finish it off all in one go?
5-foot step.
I can't, it's a bed.
Can I jump onto the
could get-
bed?
Sure.
Or would it take an action?
No, it's just part of your movement. It just won't be a 5-foot step.
Okay, yeah, then I'll move to there and I'll attack with the Rod of Lordly Might and Short Spear form.
No, 1 damage.
Yeah, but it was a hit,
God.
though. Good one.
Alright, that's
take
my
that.
turn.
Alright, on her turn, she calls out, Amanetta, Dolteth, Kabriki, assist me. And I'm going to do some attacks. Farron, Itchy, and Ryzen. Farron, take 9. Itchy, take 9, and I will miss Ryzen. Itchy, you hear the sounds of footsteps approaching the door. It is your turn.
Oh, wait. By the way, make sure you guys aren't still fatigued.
You
Yeah.
are not alive.
Oh no!
Oh god, a magic fail. Everybody
Magic fumble!
Oh, that's not bad. I'm deafened until healed.
Bat. It just means that anything with verbal components you can't use.
I'm a melee fighter, so
I'll just do this. Marcellus, what have you been? What is it's your turn? You weren't summoning. There's not enough room in here for that.
However, I am now. As I look towards the door and a red glow comes from my eyes, I am summoning.
Okay. Ryzen, it's your turn.
I'm going to give her the blender. Is that a Vorpal crit confirm?
And none of them are.
And you can't just crit this bitch.
Still a ton of damage.
23
goes-
isn't a crit confirm?
No. She goes down regardless. So she falls to the ground after you just basically chop her to pieces. You see that her heartstone lays there on her chest while the door opens to the to the dancer opening the door. Looking out in the hall, you see the 2 others laying unconscious on the floor, needles sticking out of their necks.
Good job,
rest-
Dancy girl.
The rest of her retinue of soldiers, guards, arbalists, all completely drugged out of their minds, seem to not care whatsoever. She sees the corpse in the room, and then nods to you before heading towards the door. Good
Grab the
job,
Heartstone, Marcellus.
Oh, okay. I reach for the body and I grab the heartstone, trying to take it off her stupid horns.
I gotta
her head
remember
got chopped
exactly what
off.
this
You just
does.
take it off the hole in her neck.
She's wearing it on a chain, so I don't know why you guys are chopping.
Yeah, I
So
don't.
the Heartstone is what fuels her a night hag's magic. It remains magical for the next 24 hours. Has the ability to cure any disease contracted by the holder. It also grants a +2 on saving throws. So while you're holding this for the next 24 hours, you are immune to disease, and it gives you +2 on saves. And while you have it for now.
We have to give it up. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's wake up.
Did you say, huh?
Yeah, I tried healing myself. I missed it by 1.
Okay, I don't remember how to wake myself up now.
You got to use a concentration check.
I concentrated.
I just wake everybody up.
Yeah, Itchy's able to wake up.
Hold up, Shabab.
Am I deaf in the real world?
Yes, because it's a mental thing. All mental effects taken on from the dream world do come with you to the material, just not any physical damage.
Hugin talks to me in bird language, and I sigh, and I hand him 10 gold coins. I lost a bet.
Hugin doesn't need money. Throws it in the water.
Ah! Ah, damn it. Unluckily for him, I used my my mage hand to grab the coins before they fall in.
Instead, you pull up a fish.
Oh. Yeah, what kind of fish is it?
A nuclear fish, and it explodes. So now that you're back here, go ahead and heal yourselves to full. You guys don't keep any of the physical damage you took.
What?
Check out what's next on the list. The next thing on the list is a Captain's Tricorn.
So we have to roll.
It's right up Big Hat's alley right there. We're going to look for a hat.
Can't we just ask the dude here? Hey, can I have your hat?
Does he wear a tricorn?
You go check on Skywind Freeling. Skywind does not wear a hat.
If we bought her one, though, could she give it to us after we gave it to her?
I mean, that's a good point. Could I just make her a tricorn and be like, hey,
You got some paper?
I'm giving you this. Can I have it?
Well, unlike most of the other things, it's probably something you have to get in the dreamscape and not something here in the material that the mad poet is looking for.
Damn it.
I'm beginning to think this poet is crazy.
I think he might be mad.
Well, okay, time to rummage through some papers.
Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
Airplanes in the night skies like shooting stars.
Sorry, I'm reading. Okay, you guys aren't even close to that yet. Alright. Scroll. Book is long, la la. There we go. Alright, doing some research on the Captain's Tricorn, you find the titles amongst the pile of notes.
It has nothing to do with vegetables at all.
Emotions of the Past, The Shadow's Ship, and Voyage of the Rainbow Servant. By looking through here, you find that the Tricorn belongs not to a human pirate, but to a denizen of Lang named Captain Badrak. Badrak's longship, the Bloodwing, is a slave ship, although the slaves of Badrak acquirers are usually never seen again. You continue to read and find a tattered registry that indicates that the Bloodwinds most often sailed the rivers and seas of the Dreamlands, but it can cross into other planes. Captain Vadrak is relentless in pursuit of his victims, chasing them across plains if necessary. One thing that stands out is that the next one is that it describes the blood wind. And you know, right, what stands out immediately is that it's a darkwood ship with distinctive red sails. If you recall, there was a ship following you that had red sails.
There was. Near the cliffs of madness. I mean, insanity.
That was a good catch, Captain. Or, dwarf.
And by the third day, you discover the passphrase to get into the dreamscape where you can find the blood sails, or the blood wind.
Nope, didn't hear a thing.
Nobody healed the dog yet?
I keep trying to heal myself, but I can't get a damn 15.
I can heal. There we
I
go.
thought you needed heal like a spell heal, not like a heal skill.
No, heal skill. I don't know, but that's what it said.
Or just pull out the dwarf Q-tips. Here, use this.
You put a Q-tip in it, you clap your hands in just the right place next to him, and he snaps out of it. Clap on, clap off.
Because what do you know? I fucking heard that.
He doesn't stop complaining about healing, so I throw the syringe of sparkling red liquid at him. Don't know
I
what
can
it
give you
does.
another attempt to discover that.
Okay, it's been a while.
You've been holding on to it forever.
What kind of check is it?
It's either alchemy or arcana check.
Oh, narcotics. Where's alchemy? There's no alchemy. What was the other one? Arcana?
Yep.
Arcana.
You still don't know.
Am I the only one who has Arcana?
Actually, I have Arcana.
I have acrobatics.
Ryzen does a backflip.
I have.
Fuck that backflip though.
Oh no, I don't have Arcana.
Oh, never mind. I don't have Arcana. I thought I did.
Oh god. Well, we still don't know what it is.
Yep, you've been holding on to it for 3 books now.
Hugin, come here for a second. He looks at me afraid and then runs away.
I just want to stab you with this mysterious red liquid that I've been holding on to.
Get over here! Oh, well, that's alright.
Alright, so we have to find a ship. Long story.
Well, you know the phrase to get into that area of the dreamscape.
Yes, it's where's the beef?
Beef cheap. Well, okay. Are we all ready?
I was born
need to-
dwarf ready.
Okay.
Enough of this damned brain stuff. Let's go.
All right, Marcellus begins the ritual yet again, being the one that holds the one who chants and the one that holds the miniature stairs, while the rest circle around him in circles. And once they reach the correct number of steps, he drops the stairs, which then reveals another staircase that leads into the boat interdimensionally. You can smell this. You can smell the scent of wood and water from the door at the bottom.
Guys, I can smell wet wood in here. You gotta come quick.
And the sound of a boat moving on water.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's jump in.
Yeah.
That was us jumping in.
Alright, you jump in through the door. And then I need everyone to roll a perception.
Oh, okay, well. Good luck, Farron and Hugin. Oh,
Farron and Hugin are the first one to wake up.
Ryzen chops his head off, and that scares the shit out of him.
And you wake up right where you were.
What happened? Are we blocked from Dreamlandia?
You see the others are still
Yeah.
sleeping. So Farron and Hugin are awake, while the others are still asleep in their same spot. Or Hugin and Farron are awake, while the others are sleeping in the ritual circle that they've done several other times before.
Well,
I
Hugin
doze.
attempts to wake Marcellus up.
Alright, Hugin goes over and wakes him up.
No. Oh, God. I thought those were Ryzen's legs for a second. You really need to shave, Hugin. And, yeah, I guess we'll just wake up the rest of the party.
What happened?
I'm not
You're
sure.
woken. You quickly check your person. You don't have any of your Dreamscape gear on you.
Well, we're not in the dream world. That's why we don't have Dreamscape gear on us.
It appears we're being...
Perhaps something prevented us from entering the dreamscape.
Un momento. Try to wake up.
No, something is strange.
You are awake.
Just making
Something
sure.
is off.
I walk over and pinch Itchy, just to be sure.
Itchy explodes. No, it just pinches.
Ah, Dream by Michael Bay.
So you look around the ship. You're still going the same place. Although the sun seems to be setting in a different direction, but that could be because the ship's turned a bit up the river. You guys are so used to going west at this point, you may have turned south.
Ask the captain. Hey, did we turn south?
You go and talk to Skywind, who pushes on the rudder, like slowly turning the boat back and forth. Oh yes, we did turn south. Don't worry about it.
So I
Something is...
sit down and not worry about it.
You sit down in the cabin and you see the other two scholars looking over what appears to be books that are closed.
Interesting books, eh?
Yes, they are. We're just studying the covers. That's all.
You should
Some
never
strange
judge a
writing.
book by its cover.
Ah, yes, that's a funny saying, but you can learn a lot from the cover.
Skywind, are we being led in the right direction right now?
I don't understand what you mean by lead. So
No.
you don't see anything unusual. Just she keeps moving the boat back and forth, and it could be because you're now going upriver.
But why didn't we make it into the dreamscape? Who cares about the river?
Itchy goes fishing. Itchy roll dexterity. You pull up a fish. you pull out a fish, and the fish is iridescent.
A scrod fish. Good job.
While you were attempting to catch one with bait, they avoided your hook as if they could see it, but you managed to snag one as it went by.
It was a fishing net.
You can roll knowledge nature on it. You have no idea.
It's a fish.
You have never. Maybe it's native to this river.
Something's not right here.
What's not right? Why couldn't we make it into the dream zone, Big Hat? What the hell's happened?
I'm not sure. Maybe we need to try the ritual again.
Yes, maybe you guys messed it up, I guess. Let's try it again.
Didn't we see a ship kind of like the one described before?
The red sail ship by the Cliffs of Insanity?
Yes, that one. But did we see it in the dreamscape?
I just made that up. I don't know.
Oh, Well, okay, Hugin. Hugin's not going to enter in, but I'm going to try the ritual again.
All right, so you begin chanting the words, holding the stairs, while the rest of the party do the chants and walk in circles. Upon reaching the 75th step, you drop the stairs, which clatter across the deck.
You could save 15% or more with Geico car insurance. Okay, and then I head in.
Head in where?
Stairs.
They clap.
There are no stairs.
Are we in the dream zone?
You drop the stairs on the deck like you've done several times before, and they just clatter across the deck.
All right, the dream zone is broken. What did you do, Freeling?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've broken the dream zone, and you're gonna tell me why right now.
How
Hold
could
on,
I have
hold on.
possibly broken the dream?
How the hell should I know? I'm a fighter, not a damned caster.
Well, leave me alone.
Oh, I'll leave you alone, all right. I'll leave you alone to sleep with the fishes.
Nah.
I hand
And
another...
Itchy trips and falls overboard.
Great. Now my dog is sleeping with the fishes. This is all you, Freeling. You're nothing but bad luck.
I don't know what you were trying to do, Itchy. Oh, you throw your whole pole into the water.
You
Uh,
cover judgers. Why is it the dream realm working in this area?
I don't know. You're the one studying it.
Yes,
check
but
that-
you're nerds. You should know something about this.
Maybe there's something in that chest over there. And he points to a chest that wasn't there before, in the corner of this cabin.
Ah, now you're playing mind games with me. You better tell me where the
What?
hell that chest came from, or I'm about to take your head off. You're lucky I don't have my vorpal right now.
No. Why are you so mean?
I want to find out what's going on. And you,
I'll check the chest.
You open the chest, and standing there on top is Ryzen's Vorpal Sword, along with the rest of your Dreamscape gear.
oh, you might have fucked up, giving me this vorpal sword right after you played tricks on me.
Wait,
Aaron,
so are we not in the dream world?
So, Ryzen, you turn back to yell at the book cover lookers, and they're not there anymore.
Where the hell did they go? Did they jump overboard? Freeling, where's those other people?
So all of you found all of your Dreamscape equipment in the chest on the boat, and now the two other passengers are not there anymore. Freeling continues to just pilot the boat as if nothing's wrong.
All right, we're in the dream world. I grab my stuff and equip it.
something's not right. Baron, take
Yeah?
this scroll of Zone of Truth. It's yours now. Use it wisely. And I run away in panic.
And jumps overboard.
We're just in the dream zone. I don't know why everybody's tripping.
Itchy
He
lost
looks
his
down. Hugin looks down and his human legs are missing.
Yep, I took them. They're gone forever.
Oh, damn this dream world.
And now that it's dawned on you that you did enter the dreamscape, you now look to see the sides of the river. You are heading the wrong direction. You are going upstream with the sails down. And you look at the back of the ship, and it seems like the land is disappearing behind you as you sail.
Well, that's not good.
Looks like we'll be finding that ship after all.
You, Captain, why is the land disappearing behind us?
The captain's like looking straight up into the sky, and roll perception. You've noticed that she's somehow gotten taller. She's no longer like the size of a halfling, but that of a human man. And you see that her arms and legs continue to extend as her body starts to contort.
Hey,
Like
no one
black-
gave you permission to change your shape.
Black streams of shadowy smoke begin lifting off of her skin as it melts away, leaving just the presence of what was there, now replaced with something else.
You, I said no shape changing. We commissioned this boat. You shadow person, bring back the captain.
And we're going to roll for initiative.
God.
I need everyone to roll a will save.
Will I? You could just call me William. Hugin, you failed me.
Who am I missing? Oh, Farron. Yeah.
I'm on there.
What for a will save?
Oh, for a will save. I didn't hear that. I
Oh, you just want to skip out on the wheel, say.
All right. So Hugin and Ryzen, you are now shaken.
Wait, but I get a +2 versus fear.
Yeah, it's not enough. It's a DC 20. Just shaken. It's a -2 to everything.
Bacon, bacon.
That's alright, I don't need a -2 to fucking crit your bitch ass.
Marcellus, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna take the 5-foot step. What is this thing?
I need you to roll a knowledge planes.
I know about airplanes.
You actually do recognize this thing. This thing is called a fear gaunt. It is an outsider. It is incorporeal. It has an ability called Never Far Behind, where it has the ability to teleport to anybody who has been shaken. It constantly emits a fear aura. Those who fail to save, so this would be for 4 rounds, Ryzen and Hugin, you're shaken. It also has something called a tormenting touch. Anybody who is under a fear condition, such as shaken, will take additional damage and a charisma bleed upon touch. So Ryzen is shaken, and so is Hugin. For 4 rounds.
Quick, get away from that thing! As I do the cha-cha slide, and everyone tastes it.
Yep.
Anyways, Hugin is gonna go over here. He needs to protect me.
Okay.
And, so I guess that's the end of my turn.
Alright, Ryzen, you're up.
Here we go, it's blender time.
Oh, well, no.
Never mind.
Here, have a card.
Says your enemy grabs your sword, your gun. Your enemy grabs your sword, reflex negates.
Alright, roll a reflex save. You have to match his AC.
Oh god, this isn't good.
Yeah, he now has your Vorpal sword.
That's not my
no,
sword.
that was the longsword. It
Alright,
says-
so yeah. So he now has your longsword.
Now he's even more
Which-
scary.
He then drops because he can't hold it. Because he's incorporeal.
Which means he could never taken it anyway, which means that card doesn't matter.
Exactly.
So nothing happened. Next
Yep.
person's turn.
It's my turn. Boop. Hi, Hugin.
Hi.
And I didn't move. I teleported. I'm gonna reach out and touch you.
He's flanking.
Again.
Hugin, take... Ooh, I need to actually roll an additional damage. Hold on. Take 28 damage.
Hi.
And that's my turn.
That's not good.
I do prefer shaken, not stirred.
Oh, sorry. I realized he's the wrong size. There we go.
What the hell?
Oh lord.
Oh yeah, the captain did get bigger.
Yeah, he's supposed to be large. I totally saw that on there. I was like, huh, he's a little bit too small. Yeah, he's large. Itchy, roll perception. Before before looking at the fear gaunt that reached out and grabbed Hugin, you could see just in the distance, in the blank space that was the land that you were sailing away from, there's a ship, and it is heading your way.
Does it have a red sail?
Ghost
It does,
ship.
in fact, have red sails. You feel it will be upon you within a minute. 6 rounds. 6 rounds. So 30. So it'll be upon you within seconds, not a minute. You're thinking about 6 rounds before the ship arrives.
Okay.
Now it's your turn.
I guess I could do that.
Yes, you can.
And then I can give him a good old slappity-doo. So he's not undead, he's just...
He is a outsider.
Give him a slap. My god.
The first one will hit. And someone likes magic fumbles. Draw a card. Da, da, da.
I have become entangled in my gear. I must spend next turn fucking untangling myself, basically.
You somehow get tangled up in your own arm. You get tangled up in the ropes.
The
of
cod piece came loose.
You got tangled up in the hammocks that are filling this cabin.
Then I got tangled up in my dick.
Farron, your turn.
I'm gonna move in and I'm gonna raise my holy symbol and cast Searing Light.
Oh. Does this do bonus if it's no? It doesn't do it if it's an outsider.
Yeah, because it wouldn't know what religion is.
I know. Searing Light does bonus damage if he
If it's undead, yeah.
yeah, or if it's undead or is a construct.
You can't just use Jesus against aliens.
Alright, so I need you to roll a ranged attack. Because it is a ranged touch.
What's my plus?
You can shoot your bow.
Oh, my crossbow?
Alright, so it is do. Oh, Mikey, everything froze.
Retro Shraggy.
Everything's still frozen.
Well, I will be taking over.
No, I'm not sure ranged touch.
It
with
hits, and it knocks the Spectre off the boat. We win the battle. Good job, everyone.
Why is your character sheet so... Oh, Farron, you're not fatigued anymore.
I did mention that earlier.
I don't know where.
Yeah, so that would hit them. Alright, I'll take 11 damage. So just make sure you're taking fatigue off of your debuffs. If for anybody who's forgotten, you're not fatigued anymore.
Oh, Hugin is fatigued.
Where I don't even. I don't see fatigue
Take
on my sheet.
It's in your conditions right underneath the Pathfinder label on the top left.
I take a 5-foot step away from the thing. Marcellus. Hugin doesn't talk.
Alright, Farron, you got it. Why did you? Oh, Baron's pushing buttons.
No, my shit is frozen.
Yeah. All right, Hugan.
What?
Well,
I took a 5-foot step.
I can't see anything. Oh, you did. Okay. Baron just was reloading. I thought you disappeared. All right. Well, what else are you doing?
That's what I'm deciding at this moment.
Well, you now have a wall between you and him. So you've broken line of sight.
Hmm. Would I happen to know if certain spell worked against this thing?
He's an outsider.
Well, shoot. Is this a ranged one? Hold on. Nope, that's touch. You know what? I'll summon a wall of fire. Is the boat stationary? Do I know if
Don't set the
No.
boat on fire.
Yeah, you.
It probably wouldn't be a good idea to set the boat on fire while you're on it.
it's in the water? We'll be fine. Don't we have that, infinite water generator thing? Be good.
No.
We do actually
Okay, fine.
the big vase of whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah,
And then I
but
cast blur on myself.
okay.
And I go invisible.
You're not invisible.
I hide.
Nope, that doesn't work
Visibility.
like that either. I just now have a 20% chance to miss you.
I don't think Hugan can attack this.
Why not? Hugan's got ghost touch.
Hugan?
Yeah, I gave Hugan. Hugan has his own incorporeal state, and he's got ghost touch because he's spiritual.
So Hugan looks at this ghost.
Oh no, sorry, he's
seductively.
shadowy.
It's ghost touch time, baby.
All right, he'll take 7 damage, and then you'd roll.
Ah!
I like fumble cards, don't you? Here you go, have one.
I'm watching through Hugan's eyes this entire time. I'm like, damn it.
You know what? I'm just gonna leave the fumble cards out. You guys are doing it often. You take 1 point of strength bleed.
Strength bleed?
Yep. So each round that bleed is not being taken off. You're losing strength.
Ugh. Well, he's already a -1 because
All right. So go to Hugan's sheet and put a -1 on his temporary on strength. And then for each round that either no one's heal checking to stop your bleed, or healing you to stop the bleed, you will be continuously bleeding strength.
So, before we end this round, what do we picture is a strength bleed? Like, what wound would cause his strength to go down?
His bird legs have been cut off.
Damn it!
Oh, I forgot about the charisma bleed too for hitting Hugan, but I'll wave it off this time. He's got a charisma bleed if he touches someone who's been taken.
Thank God he's not a caster anymore. Anyways, that's the end of my turn.
All right, Ryzen. You and Hugan have 3 more rounds of shaken left, and it is your turn.
All right, since I'm hasted, I can go all the way around 40 feet.
Huzzah!
Remember me when you tried to grab my sword?
Ah, 13 damage. I'm gonna reach out and touch Horizon. And I don't know. Is an 8? What's your touch AC?
Fitting.
All right, you will be taking 28 damage. And then I need you to roll A will save. You will not be taking charisma bleed,
I say,
and then I'm gonna go. Beep. All right, Itchy, you're up. Oh wait, you're tangled.
Actually, if I have 2 actions. Oh wait, he's moving though.
Yep, he moved.
Actually, I could 5-foot step still. And it's not. I don't know. Would that hasted give me give me a get out of gear and then attack?
It gives you an extra. It gives you an extra attack on a full round attack, but you're using your standard to untangle yourself. So you do not have access to your full round attack.
Not full round, just a single attack.
You get 2 Does your base attack bonus give you 2? Yeah, it gives you an extra attack. But is that on a full round attack or is that normal? It never
No,
quite explained.
I think it's normal when you have the 2 numbers.
Oh, when taking a full round action. So it doesn't give you an additional attack, no. Only when taking a full round action does it give you an additional attack.
Okay, I wasn't asking that, but thank you.
What
Can
I'm
I
trying to say
attack?
is no, you can't.
Thank you. Okay, then I'm done.
Okay. Farron, you're up.
I'm gonna take a step to here and attack with my rod of lordly might in spear form.
He gonna stab. No.
Damn it.
Oh, you get an additional attack because you're hasted. No.
Damn it. Alright, that's my turn.
The boat is that much closer. All right, Marcellus, you're up. You can take 1 strength bleed.
Man, Hugan, you suck sometimes. Won't let me edit it, so I'll... Yeah, Hugan actually can fly, can he? Can Hugan be stationary over air?
Yeah, I've also noticed the same thing with when I'm trying to edit your sheet. It will not let me modify it.
Well, that's okay. Hugan, do I really want him to be here right now? He has ghost touch, so that's the only good thing, but... Does it cost an action to return him?
To dismiss him? Yes.
No. Can he teleport to me?
Yes, it will be costing you your action to pull him away. Yes. You can call him to you by spending an action.
Could I move and then call him to me?
Sure.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna run over here, cue the Scooby-Doo sound. I guess I don't really need to call him over here. Actually, yeah. No. Never mind.
Well, to avoid an attack of opportunity, you can. Remember, he is large. He can reach that far.
Okay, then I call him back.
He's now appears next to you.
There you are, Hugan. And I can't really do anything else, can I? And Hugan can't heal himself at all.
Does he have a heal skill?
He has 0 in heal.
I don't think you need to be trained in heal. He can make an attempt. He needs a 15. You got to roll a 15 on it.
All right, Hugin, I have faith in you.
Oh, Hugo's no longer bleeding.
Okay. It worked. He has a 0 in heal.
Yep.
Okay, Hugin's good there, and that's the end of our turn.
All right, Ryzen, you're up.
I put my Vorpal in my main hand and the Red Destiny in my offhand, and then I kill this motherfucker.
Okay.
Next time.
Next time I kill him.
I will draw a card. Oh, one attack. Sorry. All right, the Fear Gaunt. I can't fit in there,
Exactly.
so I'll take a 5-foot step, and I will reach out and grab a Farron.
No, you don't want to do that.
Take 23 damage.
His hat's too big. You can't reach him.
I don't get 2 attacks, do I?
23 is
I don't. I only get 1.
Dahoits.
Itchy.
Just give him a good old slappity one of these.
What's my GC? Da, da, da. Those will both miss.
Damn.
I have a high touch AC.
Oh wait, I get one more attack. Hasted.
Oh,
Uh,
come on, touch AC. Oh, that was your attack rolling a 3. There we go. 10 damage. All right, Farron, you're up now.
Alright, I'm gonna attack with my
You're gonna poke him.
I am.
Hiya! Oh no! I haven't seen you roll above 10 yet. Hey, 1 damage.
Good whack, 1 damage.
It's because you're getting no strength modifier to it.
Yeah. Alright, that's my turn.
The Bloodwind will arrive in 3 rounds. Marcellus and Hugin, you guys are only shaken for 1 more round.
Wait, I'm shaken.
Hugin and Ryzen are shaken for 1 more round.
Uh-oh. Okay. Cake and bacon. What can I do here? Again, I ask, is the boat stationary or is it moving?
No, you're moving. If you're trying to create a pit, he's actually can fly.
Damn it. Well, let's see what I could do here.
I know that's what you're asking, but he can fly, so it won't affect him.
Just gonna do some measuring. It's 10 feet. Okay, hold on.
Are you trying to glitter dust?
Maybe. Why wouldn't that work?
Not saying it wouldn't. Just asking if that's what you're trying to do.
Well, it's a 10-foot radius, so if I put it in the middle of him, or, sorry, at the edge of him, at the edge of the boat, it should not get anyone else.
Alright, so I can have, since it has to be an object or a creature, you can toss like a stick and cast glitter dust on it while it's out there.
Wouldn't I have to
Or
roll
just the
something
railing.
else?
No, you can put it on the railing, yeah.
Get railed, nerd!
Alright, a DC 19, because I increased your DC on that, on your last level. It's a will save? Alright. Do I fail? Yes, I do, I'm blind.
Yay!
I am blinded for 8 rounds.
Ah, man. Hugin. Hugin. You know what? I'm not gonna do anything with Hugin. This is all up to Ryzen. He has the board.
Yep, it's Ryzen's turn.
Five-foot step, stab, 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 stab.
Is that what I think it is?
You become entangled in your gear. Oh, that was yo-yos.
Oh no, it's different. His was magical, yours is melee. You are also entangled in your gear.
Okay, so that's what I get then.
I can't go back and look at previous ones.
Yeah, don't matter. Entangled.
Alright, the Fear Gaunt can't see and is going to float his ass off the boat.
Right.
Itchy and Farron can swing at him. Oh, and Hugin too with his he's got reach, I think. I think I kept it on him.
He has wind.
Character name, roll. Hey, you hit him for 5. Oh, I'm flat-footed, aren't I? Yeah, because I can't see. So you also hit for 2. And then Itchy rolls a 1. Itchy can draw a card on an attack of opportunity. You drop your whole hand. Your hand just falls off.
Huh.
Carpal tunnel.
Alright, well. I am combat ineffective.
All right, Itchy, do you want to pursue? He is like letting the boat get away from him as he's floating there, like rubbing at his eyes, while the ship continues to get closer.
Well, they're not going to be shaken, so he can't just teleport anymore.
Right.
And he'd have to find us again.
And it seems like the Fear Gaunt was put on the ship to ambush you before the ship arrived.
Well, I guess screw it. Well, we could just let him go away, and then we get ready for the battle.
All right, somebody hit the gas. The
Farron,
wind
what do you-
gas.
What do I what?
What would you like to do? The boat will arrive in about 2 rounds. The Fear Gaunt is essentially going to exit combat on next turn because the boat is getting away from him while he's can't see.
I don't really have an attack.
You should maybe check the health of your party members because you do have a boat about to come up on you.
I'll channel then.
Okay. Oh. $16. Yeah, it's a good heal if I do say so myself.
Thank you, Big Hat. I needed that.
Yeah, so did I.
Hugin, heal 16.
I'm still down, friggin' 12, but I'm good.
Oh, I can
All
do
right,
it again. I have 8 a day.
All right, we have 2 more rounds before the ship is upon you. You and
Then I'm untangled and not shaken.
Yep, you and Hugin are no longer. Marcellus, do you want to do anything to prepare?
Was there anything we could do to speed up?
No, because you're at the whims of the river, which seems to be going the wrong way. So you're defying physics. So you're not exactly sure how to make the boat go faster.
I'm ready for them. Let me hide over here.
How to make the boat go faster. So, how close is this other ship?
He is 12 seconds from being right up against you.
You know, would I be in reach of creating a pit?
I see what you're trying to do. What I described before is that as you are going along, the world behind you is becoming a void, but the ship is coming through the void. So it's also not exactly on the water.
Okay.
This whole thing of you being on a boat on the river is all like an illusion to keep you occupied as they approach. You're not actually on a river.
We're floating through the air so fancy free.
Yeah, you're in a void.
Can I prepare to like cast a spell as soon as
Sure.
they come?
Well,
Okay.
what is the preparation? What are you preparing, and what is the
Cast
action to
firewall
cause
in
it to
front of their
trigger?
boat, so they have to drive into it.
What is the question?
What action are you holding, and what is the trigger for you performing the action? All right, you want to prepare wall of fire. What needs to happen for you to do that? What are you waiting? What moment are you waiting for to cast that?
As soon as they arrive.
So as soon as the boat pulls up next to you.
Yes, as soon as they're ready to board, essentially.
Okay. Ryzen.
I just wait to spring attack.
You're gonna wait till the boat pulls up next to you.
And they board or they die.
Which way is the boat coming from? Right or left?
Directly behind you at the moment.
If they prepare spell for right before they get in melee range. Like, you know, right about to board, basically.
Okay. All right, we'll move on to Farron.
I put my rod of might up and get my crossbow ready.
All right. All right, so you wait it out, and you see the boat with the red sails pulling up beside yours. Lines begin launching out onto your boat to hook onto it, putting you into a grapple as people begin ziplining from line to line, as this boat is taller than yours. Let me grab the people from the other map real quick.
Prepare, men!
We're men, women in tights. We walk around the forest looking for fights.
All right, so Marcellus, go ahead and where do you want to put your firewall?
It has to be on the ship now, doesn't it?
And you can set it in a line or in a ring.
How big is the ring?
20 feet.
So let's see here.
Oh, sorry,
Everyone's
hold
at
on.
the front of the ship or at the back? Of the ship?
Go grab your firewall spell and roll it again because I am not sure.
You'd think that we'd know how to use this spell by now, since we've been playing 400 years.
Alright, so there's the wall.
But
there's a ring. What kind are you casting?
we're gonna do a ring.
Alright, so a ring with a radius up to 5 feet for 2 levels. So 20 feet? 10, 15, 20. Alright, let me make that bigger. So then There's 20 feet, right? No. 4 squares. Need a little bit bigger. There we go. 20 feet.
That's pretty big.
Yep. Now where do you want to put it?
Oh, there's a burn.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little more towards the front of the ship, not there. That'll burn us.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because it's within 20 feet of the firewall, people take damage. It's 1d4 within 20 feet, and
Only
No,
one
that's-
side of the wall. You decide which side of the wall emits heat, and then we can be on the other side of that.
okay. Which side is emitting heat? The inside or the outside of the ring?
Now that you mention that, we'll do the inside and keep it right.
All right, so you guys are fine on this wall, unless you're gonna go through.
Well, they're gonna have to get out. Well, some of them.
The wall deals damage as soon as it appears, so I need everybody inside this wall is gonna take 15 damage, as there is no save.
Evil laugh.
All right, so that's 15 damage. That's doing 2d4 damage. So it would be
They burn.
that's everyone inside there. So everyone takes it. And then Yo-Yo cast his aura. Horizon's out of range to attack. Now we'll roll for initiative.
Well, me too.
Alright, that's everybody. This guy's gonna take a 5-foot step here. And he's gonna swing his flail twice. That was really loud.
Sorry about that.
So I think the second one. Nope, I will miss on both. I was attacking Ryzen, so I'll swing twice and miss both times.
Aha, you missed me twice.
This guy is going to take an additional 2d4 damage. Yeah, because he's running through the fire. That's like 2d4 times 1.5. That's weird math going on with the damage on that. So I will take 6 more damage as I run through. And I will throw my javelin at Ryzen. And I will miss.
Shanghai.
Who is this? I've got nowhere to go, so I'm gonna jump overboard. And take 2d4 damage. 2d4 damage on my way out. This guy's essentially out of combat. Alright, Itchy. Yeah, it's because there is no water there, so he just jumps over and disappears. Jumped into the void. Well, the void you may end up somewhere. Fire is death. Well, Itchy, what do you want to... Am I supposed to roll something for going into the aura?
Been waiting for you.
Yes, you are.
What am I supposed to roll?
Will saves for everyone in the aura.
Oh, well, one of them saves.
It's shaken with a armor class -2 as well.
Alright. I don't think it's gonna matter. These guys aren't that strong.
All I can really do is go here, change weapon, poke.
Okay. Alright, I will take that 13.
Pokey, mate.
Farron, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna reach out. Can I reach out and touch this one?
Sure.
Alright, then I'm gonna cast Inflict Light Wounds.
Okay. I probably will not be able to save that. Oh, no, I'll take 4 damage. Ryzen.
Yep, that's my turn.
Time
And
to
then I'm
kill.
gonna step back as the end of my turn.
Okay. So I'm just gonna get rid of him.
Say goodnight to your little friend. He sleeps with the fishes.
No, the other guy does. He jumped off. Marcellus.
Let's see here. This guy's too close for my likeness, so I'm gonna take a 5-foot step over here. We're not still hasted, are we?
No.
That's okay. So I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on me.
About time.
I think now is the perfect moment. You can take the 5-foot step.
Wow, only 2 of those hit. I was about to just delete him. Actually, no, only 1 of those hit. 4 damage.
Wow, this guy sucks. Stupid slavers.
This guy, I need to do 2d4, 4d4 damage from Marcel.
Sure.
Marcellus, 4d4 damage, please.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do it.
No,
So,
now
wait,
that you're here,
4 d4s?
yeah, 4d4, 10 damage.
10 damage. He
All right,
cries like
and then I'm gonna go this way, and that's my turn. Oh, that guy's gone. 5-foot step. Dos swingers. And I will miss both times.
loser.
Alright, Itchy. I'm gonna get slapped, aren't I? Go ahead and get rid of that guy. Oh, nope. Was that your dazzling display? Do you do that do you do that on killing somebody, or do you do that before? Okay. He's just confirming stream. The boat, I forgot, the boat is kind of like really on fire. Farron, you're up.
I didn't
You got
realize I was
the-
muted.
Yep, you were.
I'm gonna take 2 shots with my crossbow at the last guy.
Pow, pow, rapid shot. Yeah, we'll do some damage. Ryzen, when we finish this off. I asked if you want to finish this off. So you're going to finish this off?
Oh god.
Alright, not dead yet. Alright, you can finish this off. Alright. So the, your boat's completely on fire, but the only other option is to go board the Bloodwind.
We jump aboard immediately, fearlessly, and without hesitation.
I send Hugin to the other ship and teleport. Oh god! Oh wait.
I need to move these guys around because I was copy and pasting them. There we go.
Shit.
You jump on board, finding 8 more of those guys that boarded your boat, and also including the captain, who doesn't appear to be human at all, and a wraith that floats next to him, dressed in a sailor's outfit.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna roll some more initiatives.
Hey, twinsies.
What the heck? Cabo, if you could just initiate, please.
I did.
Cabo, if you could initiate.
I don't like
Initiate.
that one.
Oh, no, I meant really initiate, not with a 3.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, really.
There, finally got them all. This one you probably heard of because it's a public domain song. And now I need will saves from literally all these people. Do any of them save? No!
Everyone's shaking and negative 2 AC.
Yep. This one first. 5-foot step. Hell no. Who's next? I can't see. Oh, he's under here. Okay. Here. Throw javelin at Marcellus. This one in front of Ryzen. 2 swings with flail. Oh, 1 will hit. Roll to confirm. No. D10 plus 3. 10 damage. Yeah, on Ryzen. And next up. Take a 5-foot step over here. 2 swings at Bear. Both will miss. Alright, that's all of my turn. Now it's Marcellus.
Wow, this doesn't look like a good situation.
Mm-mm.
It looks a little desperate to me. What could I possibly do to alleviate this? Well, unfortunately, while this doesn't work on the water, it does work on the ship. Too late.
10 fight the 10 by 10.
Right here.
What I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna attack you.
No.
I do not hit you. Alright, everything's good there. 10 by 10. I have to reload my game. Of course, the pit disappeared. Oh, that's the wrong one. To the back. There we go. Alright, so this is spiked pits. Alright, let's do 3d20. Alright, one will save. It will be this guy. So they're gonna fall, what is that, 10 foot? That's 40 feet. And then they're going to be taking additional damage on the way down because it's spiked. I just don't know what the damage is.
Plus
Oh, okay.
2d6 points of piercing damage from the spikes.
Okay, so they're going to take 46 first from the fall. That's a 1d4.
Oh, thank you. 46?
Okay, so I rolled 46. I saw yours. Alright, they're both going to take 9 damage from the fall.
Damn, 40 feet? Only 9 damage?
And then they're going to take 2d6 from the spikes at the bottom. And they take additional 6 damage for hitting the spikes. And then as they're going to climb out, they're going to take 6 additional damage for each time they're climbing.
And by the way, I'm sorry everyone, I just wanted to cut our enemies in half, basically.
Hugin, it is your turn.
You must protect me, Hugin. So you're gonna go here, 5 foot bird step. If I attack, will the other one attack me?
Nope.
That's alright, because I'll get them both.
5 damage to that one. He gets his claws too. He only took a 5 foot step. And those will miss.
And I suppose that's the end of my turn.
Oops, too far. Ryzen, your turn.
I'll take a 5 foot step here, and then I'm gonna split my attacks between 2 guys.
Okay.
The top one gets the first 2.
Oh, shit.
And then the other one will get the other 2. That's a lot of attacks.
Well, it's only the top ones.
Okay. Then over here.
It should only be 3 attacks though. So the first 2 go to the guy above me, and then the last one would be the guy to my right. I even rolled the wrong weapons anyway. I was supposed to roll the Vorpal and the Red Destiny.
All right, I took their damage. All right, this creature. You guys seen a wraith before, so you know what a wraith is. How far can I move? I can move pretty quick. I'm gonna reach out and touch you. What I mean by that is not touch you at all.
Speaking of which, do a will save.
I don't want to. I don't save. But I am a ghost. I have no fear effects.
I don't think it's a fear. I think it's just an aura.
Yeah, but it causes shaken. Shaken is a mind effect. I'm an undead. I don't think I'm affected by those things. I cannot hear you.
It's a holy aura.
Well, I don't know what exactly the effect of that is, but I'll take it. -2. The captain, which you can only assume is Captain Vardak, the man you're looking for, is just going to stand there. This one is going to hit. Going to slap a Hugin around, or try to. What I mean by that is not at all.
Alright. You can.
This one is going to attempt to attack Ryzen. By not at all. And then it's Farron's turn finally.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Inflict. Serious wound. Or no.
Oh.
I don't wanna waste it. But
Aw.
I'll do Inflict moderate wounds.
Oh. Oh no.
No.
You min rolled it.
I did, yeah.
I'll still take 17 damage. Ow.
And then I'll step back.
Okay. This guy's in a hole. He's going to stand up and attempt to climb. Can you do 1d6 damage, please? What I mean by that is that I don't. Marcellus, please roll 1d6 damage.
1d6.
Yeah, that's what your spikes do when I'm trying to climb out.
5.
5 damage I take, and I also do not climb. Itchy, at the almost at the very bottom of the turn.
Slap a bitch.
Who are you slapping?
The undead one.
That is. Go ahead. Oh, I gotta make a will save to not be disrupted. Nope, I'm fine. But I will take the double minimum. 25. That's 30 damage, right?
Ah.
Yes. Out. This guy. To throw a javelin at Marcellus because I can. Hiya! Only have one of these and I missed.
And it's the rate.
This guy's in a hole. I'm gonna attempt to climb out. Take 1d6 damage. Oop, I'm moving.
Right like baby.
I moved up a total of 10 feet. I have 4 more rounds to get out, which means I'm gonna take 46 by the time I'm out. I don't have a javelin, so I can't do nothing. I'm going to attack Marcellus with my flail. Hiya, hiya.
I flail.
I will miss both times. Baron, where are you going? Get back here. Wow, these guys suck. I don't like them. Marcellus, you're up.
You can look at the guy to the left of them, and he's sick of the way he smells.
Yep, you're
So
flanking.
he Goes ahead and tries to give him a chop.
Does 13 damage.
But he's not dead.
No. Now it's your turn.
Damn it. I risk so much doing these things.
I'm just getting slapped, that's all.
Stab!
You missed.
Well, that's the end of my turn.
Alright, Ryzen.
All right, so I found out I do get 4 attacks for a full round action, but I think the last attack is -5, but I get a +7. I'm not sure.
I think it's supposed to be automatically calculated in by the sheet. Oh, not like it matters anyway. Who did you attack?
Well, the first 2 attacks are going to go to the guy to the north.
Well, you got a 1 in there.
That doesn't count.
Oh yeah, you're doing the weird two-handed thing. So I'm only taking the first roll
The first
of
attack
everyone.
number 1, each one.
Okay.
And then the next ones would be attack number 2, but I want to see if he died.
Nope, he's not dead yet.
Then I finish him off. That one would be the second attacks.
Okay. Yeah, he's pretty much dead on that crit. Automatic. Or not a crit, but the 29 killer.
Good night, Marianne.
Itchy, I wanna touch you. Take this, I'ma touch you. What I mean by that is not touch you because you have a higher than 11 touch. I'm guessing.
What was it?
11.
Actually, yes.
That is exactly it?
No, I'm saying I have. Mine's 12.
Okay. Lucky you. I would have drained you. I'm gonna sit there and wait. I'm going to hit Fukin some more.
Don't tickle my bird.
What I mean by that is not at all. Alright, Farron. Farron.
Sorry. I'm gonna pull out my rod of might and attack.
No, don't pull it out! He's pulling it. He unzips his pants. Oh, God.
Whoa.
Well, it is your rod of lordly might.
Happy Pride Month, everyone.
And he took out his rod. Oh, he hit them for 2. Good job.
Terrible. It's terrible. Alright, that's my turn.
Marcellus, I will take another 1d6 damage.
Is he crying in the pit? Aw, he's not crying as much.
We'll do one more round, and then we'll call it a night there. Itchy, because it's already 9. And only one guy died so far.
Damn, now I have to make it a good one.
Yep.
Set this boat on fire. Excuse me?
Am I disrupted? No, I am not. Instead, I turn it to dust anyway because she did enough damage.
Alright, bitch is gone.
And we'll go ahead and stop it right there as we'll finish this fight next week.
Tune in next week.
How will
We've
our
gone on
heroes
long
get away or get out of this one? Tune in next week.
Next
My guess is by creating pits, walls of fire, and slapping bitches. That's how
Bitches
they're
with
gonna-
mustaches.
Next week.
Bust bitches.
Your favorite sitcom that takes place on a very long, long boat.
Anyways, good night, everybody.
Good night,
Sam.
Sam.
Good night.